Combat Crew, and welcome back to another Scorpion and Subzero Unbox. And
today, I got you something. You got me something
you
before?
You got me a present because I got you your new MK11 uniform.
I got you this.
And it's in this box right here. It's a surprise?
Yeah, it's a surprise. I'm not even going to tell him what it is. Okay. But you guys already know because you've seen the title.
So, yeah, that's probably a given for you guys.
Yeah. But him, he's still a little bit lost on this.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, yeah. Let's see.
Where is this?
This shipped really quickly. It's from illusionist.com. And it showed up in like a week or less than that.
It's mysterious.
I want to forewarn that do not try this at home. Make sure that if you get this, that you use it outside in a safe environment, that you watch the safety video. I know he doesn't like to watch safety videos, but I'm going to force him to.
I don't like instructions either. I don't know. Okay, let's see.
What do we got here?
Little box.
And I know it feels a little bit out of character for me to get him something like this, but maybe it will avoid him using his real fire, I think, maybe. I don't know.
What is this? Like flash paper?
Yeah, it might be some kind of paper. Oh, what's that say?
Boom.
Pyro
Mini. Pyro Mini?
Pyro, huh? Why would Subzero get you that?
The Pyro Mini is a fire shooter. It shoots fireballs from your hand.
What's that? Down there, hold on. You got some information. It's down there.
Yeah, we've got the guy from Star Trek right here.
What is this?
Chris Pine is his name. It's powerful mind reading skills. If you want to know how to read someone's mind, go ahead and check that out.
Yeah, it's from a magic trick website.
Oh yes, illusionists. Street magicians. This is the invoice? Yes.
You can know how much I paid. I paid.
How much did you pay?
It was a
98.
No, it wasn't 98.
Nope,
lying to you.
That's the wrong thing. Whoops.
130.
That's 130.
You can get them cheaper sometimes. They're actually, I saw them actually as cheap as 100.
You did?
You can get them as cheap as 100 sometimes. They go lower in price. This is called the Mini though because it's half the size of their original model.
It's a beautiful box, I must say,
so,
that I have to continue to open.
So if you're running low on your fire, this is an option that won't hurt anybody.
Or maybe just you.
No. I wouldn't get you something that could hurt me.
Oh, sure enough.
It's a weak flame.
So now rest assured that...
I'm just telling you to do this instead of your fire.
If you ever see Subzero on fire, he might actually be on fire. Okay, Pyro Mini. This is one of these ones, isn't it?
You gotta push it through. Oh, no, you got a little handle too.
Boom.
It's a little handle.
Ooh, kind of satisfying.
Okay.
Pyro Mini.
Now we don't know if this thing comes charged.
Vital. It says vital on it. To ensure proper use and care for your pyro unit, you must watch the instructional download before using the unit. Failure to do so may result in personal injury, damage to property. So find at this link here.
Pyro Mini instructions.ht. Why did they make it hard for you to get there?
They
do not want me to do
find
it
it that way.
Okay, I'm gonna get you there.
Son of a bitch. There's a lot of this.
Oh, they're all short videos.
They're all short though. So should we watch them now or?
Yeah, we're gonna watch them now, and we'll get back to you after we've done that.
Okay.
We're definitely watching them. Okay.
Okay, so after kind of going through some of the videos, we realized that to load this thing, we have to actually wait 24 hours for the
cotton to dry.
The ammunition to dry all the way. It takes 24 hours to do. Let's see what this is. Flash paper, like I thought it was, and flash cotton. Well, hello, Combat Crew, and welcome back to the workshop. The camera's over here now instead of over there. That's the only difference. Anyway. It's been quite a while since the beginning of this video because of how long this takes to prep. There's an hour-long safety and instructional video of how to use this thing. There is a 24-hour waiting period to dry the propellant that this thing fires, and you have to charge the device itself for 6 hours before using it. So, with all of that out of the way, we can test this thing and actually summarize, hopefully, in a nutshell, what this thing is all about, so it doesn't take an hour. Okay? Come on, come down here. To ensure your safety and this is used properly, basically you have to go to this website right here and watch the video I did watch. And something to note, the Pyro Mini video isn't a thing. The Pyro video is. That is the device that was previous to this one. But a lot of the things still pertain to this device. As you can see right here, the original Pyro has 4 barrels and a sleeker design that kind of goes around the arm. But you had to wear a spacer with it because people were getting burned a little bit. So they had chosen with this design to raise the barrels above the wrist slightly. They used to be lower down. So it's like an inch taller rather than a ½ inch. It is much slimmer though. It is only the size of, I would say, a matchbox. And those little stick matches. Difference is, previous Pyro unit took 2 AAA batteries. This one is a rechargeable, but I have heard that that you can't take this out. You cannot remove the battery from this. So once it's dead, it's dead. You got to replace the entire unit. This is a retail of $130 right now, and this is basically is a fire shooter. There's a fire shooter. There are heating coils down at the base of these tubes. It heats a propellant, flash cotton, which this comes with paper, flash paper, which is what it fires, the accelerator or the primer, which is the cotton itself, together, and a number of them. They require you to kind of buy the refills from their site because not all flash paper is the same. So they say buy theirs and not anybody else's, but I'm not sure. I don't know. This is not a toy. Not a toy. Okay? They say that about 1,400 times during the video. This is a professional tool, professional device that shoots fireballs. If it shoots something, dangerous, and fire, dangerous. Put 2 and 2 together, it's all around still dangerous. So treat it like a gun. Don't point it at anybody. Don't point it at anything flammable, obviously. Just point it at air and use it in the air. Never look directly into the barrel. Treat it as if it's loaded at all times. When you clean this thing, they don't even want you to look down the barrel ever. So, the device itself with a handy strap for your wrist. We're going to test this not on the wrist at first because they say to do that. This right here is the remote it comes with battery included. It's a watch battery. One of those things. You can find them at Fred Meyer or any kind of retail store. On and off switch, and it's activated like this. This is the clicker. Click it like that, and it will fire. And they say in the instructions, it will always fire to the right chamber of the power switch first. So it's 1, 2. Always fires 1 and then 2, unless the device is turned off in between. Then it would fire 1, you would turn it off, turn it back on, it would fire 1 again. And that's what we're probably going to do. We're going to load 1 barrel and see how it works before moving on. They said to do about 20 test fires before getting used to it, to the point to where you know how much cotton to put in, how much paper approximately is going to work without overloading it, underloading it. This right here is the tool you load it with. And I'll show you how to use that in a minute. The device, loading tool, button to activate or switch, which has to be paired with this. And underneath we get some goodies. See? Included with this whole thing is 2 straps in this little bag right here. We've got a safety strap for your wrist to protect you from burns. That's this one. You put it on your wrist like this. So when the device is on you and you're testing it, it doesn't burn your palm if you have your hand in the wrong position the first few times. And then this one is not recommended for use, but it comes with it anyway. It has a little pocket in here for the clicker to conceal it. But it being pressed up against your hand, how likely do you think it is to accidentally go off? Very, very likely. So they always suggest that you keep this in the off position in your pocket and then pull it out palm it and use it with your bare hand and then put it back in your pocket later. This is a magician thing. But for this, our use would just be kind of practical effects, and if you don't want to do any special effects in post, that's what I can imagine it for. But all around, just looks like a cool thing to have for Scorpion. You know what I'm saying? Right here's the charger it comes with. Power brick and your standard cell phone charger. Goes right in here. Charge it for 6 hours. You can use any one of them. I use a different one to charge it with. You wait till that light's solid green, and you're good to go. Now, this is all the cleaning stuff. This little loofah focus bitch. Little focus wand for the inside cleaning of the chamber and the heating coils. When you use the flash paper, they recommend you use it to clean it after every use. These right here are Velcro strips. They want you to put the Velcro strips on the outside of the device somewhere where it would meet the inside of your sleeve and keep your sleeve in place from going over the front of the barrels by accident and then lighting a big fireball in your wrist. It would go up your sleeve and it'd be a big nightmare. So they want you to put these on it if you're going to wear long sleeves and keep it. This has a 30-foot range, which is kind of iffy because they say the signal is very weak. So they don't want you to go through metals or high traffic cell phone electronic areas because it'll get interrupted, and there's a safety thing for that. So you can put this thing across the room and activate it from across the room and it'll fire a fireball somewhere else. That is for something I have no idea. This is tweezers they include just for being able to get propellant if they don't fire for whatever reason. Just make sure the power's off. I don't know what this is. The instructional video did not have anything to tell me about that cable right there. This is a 9-port for an audio jack, and I don't know. I know where it goes. I just don't know how to use it. I'm going to turn it on like so. It's on. I'm going to turn this on. See that red light? Now, we're going to push the button. See that right there? Green, 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 green. Green means it's paired. That means every time this is pushed, a heating coil gets lit up in here and is firing a propellant. Is heating up to fire. But there's nothing in it right now, so me clicking this doesn't do anything. It comes with this. A bunch of sheets of flash paper. There used to be 2 different kinds, but I seem to have gotten 10 sheets of the exact same kind. And they tell you to cut it into thirds and then quarters so that you make this kind of origami thing. This is flash cotton. This is the stuff that we had to wait 24 hours to dry. It's humid as hell out here in the studio, so let's hope it did dry. I'm gonna hold this lengthwise like that. I'm gonna fold it in half. And fold it in half again. Like that. I'm gonna cut it in thirds from this position. Eyeballing it. That's what I do. Like that. I got these things. Got these little quarters, see? Little quarters in it. I'm gonna lay them all on top of each other. Like this. I want to cut perfect squares out where these quarters are. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna cut those. This is about the size we're working with. Now it says that there's 2 different kinds of paper and there's 2 different instructions for what paper to use, and I don't know which one I have because they only sent 1 type of paper to me, but I assume I'm gonna try and just use 1 of these because they say if it's too thin to use 2 of them, push them together and do the folding thing I'm about to do. So first thing is I'm gonna load this chamber here. Very easy to overload this, they say. Extremely easy to overload this. Take this much cotton and we're gonna roll it into a ball. A little ball with my hand. It's Pretty good sized ball right there. See that? Might even be too much cotton. We'll find out. Drop it in the barrel right there. Take the barrel tamper like a musket and tamp it down like that to the bottom of the barrel. Never look inside the barrel ever. We're gonna take one of these. Put all these accelerants to the side real quick. We're gonna fold it once. Then fold it again. Crease it here. Fold it again. This is thirds, see? Thirds. And we're gonna come with the tool. So we're doing this. We're making it kind of tight because we wanted to fit in the barrel without a lot of friction because it's supposed to launch out of it. So you don't want a lot of pressure inside the barrel, slowing the thing down and it getting stuck in there and just igniting on your hand. So that's what that's doing. Gotta just let it go a little bit. Pull that tool out. And then fin first. So this is the fold side. This is where the crease was. This crease side, you want to put it with the tail down, with all the loose hanging parts to the bottom of the barrel to catch on fire and then launch out the rest. So that goes in there like that. Like that. And we just tamp it down till it stops. And that's where it stops. You don't want to keep going and push against the heating coil because you can ruin it very, very easily. And the bottom is flash cotton. On top of that is flash paper rolled into a little coil, and we're going to fire this thing. I'm going to shoot it that way. Its range is 3 feet. Fail! We had a fail. We had a dry fire. Didn't work. Now, like I said, it is humid out here. It is so humid that it probably would not allow the cotton to dry all the way. Okay, when I heated the coil, it did burn this. You see that it is activating the coil. The problem is the cotton didn't go enough. It didn't accelerate fast enough. It might be still too wet. We're gonna try it one more time. Turning on the switch in my hand. 3, 2, 1, fire! Whoa, we have a fireball! Fireball was there! There was a fireball there, you see it? Pretty cool. I'm gonna get a different angle on this too, I think. Make sure that's still recording. I don't know what's going on, but that thing stopped recording twice. I'm gonna watch it like a hawk. Hey, 2 minutes, okay. So you can take the unit off the strap mount without actually taking it off, taking the strap off your arm. So here we go. Put the strap on like this. So we're gonna go like that. We're gonna summon fire, okay? 3, 2, 1, fireball! Wow! Fire! Yeah, that was pretty good. That was much better. I wrapped it different. It kind of spooked me because it happened late. I have the Pyro Mini. Very interesting device. Don't know a whole lot to say about something like this because it's not a mask or a suit or anything. It's a professional device. If you're a magician or you have pyro effect, the other thing I can think about using this for is if you use a green screen like this or a black screen for capturing assets. You can make real fireballs with this. Capture it on your computer or your camera against a blank screen or a dark screen, and then use it in your projects forever. Just keep it in a library to use later on as an effect to add into your videos. It's a really good idea to use this for. I like it because I can shoot fireballs. When I first saw it, I didn't think it was flash paper and flash cotton. I thought it was an accelerant like a fluid, like a spray. I thought it was just spraying something, like a mist, and then igniting that. It isn't. But for what it is, there isn't anything else. There isn't anything else you can buy on the market right now that shoots fireballs. No, there isn't. So for that, I gotta give it a thumbs up. But I think there could be improvements. I think they're still working on it. This is still prototypes and they're working their way through. There's the original Pyro Mini. The thing I would do, I would bring this back to interchangeable batteries. I would take it back a step because I hate things I can't take batteries out of and replace them. Because this is an expensive unit. I'd rather replace some AA batteries or some AAA batteries than buy a whole $150 units after 800 shots. Which I've heard comments saying it can go dead after 800 shots. So what do you guys think? Is it cool or not? I mean, I didn't show enough of the fires I did. I didn't perfect it. It could be a little bit better. If you watch the demo, look how good it can be. And then tell me if you think it's cool or not. It is a bit expensive, in my opinion. I don't know how much you'd range to spend something as this size. But it is one of a kind kind of deal. There's nothing else that shoots fireballs, so does it justify the price? I don't know. You tell me. Expensive stuff with Magicians. So with all that being said, we can go back to the main video now. Thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you next time over here on this side in the workshop.
Oh, come on, really? Did we have to see that?
Yeah,
that's awful.
Thank you, though, for buying this for me.
I bought it for you so you don't have to do as much big fire. You can do more small fire like that,
small
okay?
fires, and man, it sometimes gets cold out here.
You do tricks, too.
This is not heated. The studio is just open to the world.
I'm just going to tell you right now, don't light the studio on fire just because it's cold.
We don't want to.
This isn't the thing. That's the end of that movie.
That is the Pyro Mini. You guys saw how it kind of worked in action. It's pretty cool. If you do get something like this is for magicians.
Yes.
It's for magicians to just add some oomph to their illusions. You know, produce a fire. Oh, there's a rose or whatever. You know, like that.
So as he's saying, be careful with it because just like other magic tricks, you don't get your friend inside of a box and start cutting them in half with a saw. Now, do you?
No.
So you got to be careful
test it out.
You're
You got to test it out thoroughly. Treat it like it is a gun. Treat it like a handgun and be safe with it because they as they're saying, it's a professional tool. It's not a toy. You're not supposed to get this to play around and shoot your friends. You're absolutely not supposed to shoot your friends with it.
It's hard to hear.
Nothing
Scorpion
flammable. Don't shoot it at anything. Shoot it at air. You're looking for fireballs for an effect. You're not looking to actually do any damage.
And we are not liable if you decided not to listen to us.
Don't you dare. Thank you very much for watching.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell thing if you'd like to see more.
And whatever the hell it is we're going to do, right? Whatever the hell it is we're going to do.
Well,
we never know.
Is there an ice?
Leave a suggestion down below of anything else we should unbox that's
There's got to be a
in our avenue.
There's got to be a cryo mini shooter, right?
A cryo mini shooter?
Yeah,
I would say that's a squirt gun.
No. That would, no. You gotta
There's
freeze
so
it with
many more of those than these.
Shut up.